Since the 1970s, we've seen more and more electronic devices enter our homes, and they're getting bigger and using more power than ever before. Using electronics today in 2010s is so much a part of our daily lives we hardly think of the way the world would be without electronics. Most of us begin our day by waking up to an electronic alarm clock. I sometimes wonder what time we would wake up without it. In addition, one of your first stops in the morning will be at your coffee maker. Then you stroll over to the television set and turn on another electronic device. I know that I cannot start my day without a cup of coffee. I just don't function yet. When you receive a call on your cell phone, that's right, you are receiving it on an electronic device. So we get it, most all of the items that bring us daily pleasure, from video games to DVD players and CD players, are all electronic devices. Not to mention when you are listening to music on MP3, taking a photograph on a digital camera, or setting on your computer, we are utilizing the electronic devices in every part of our lives. Day by day, there are more demands from the electrical devices consumers that leads to new inventions of smartphones and other portable electronic devices. We start to dump our oldest electrical devices into dustbins and live happily with our new devices that we couldn't care less of what happens to the electronic waste that we throw. What is e-waste? E-waste is from electronic equipment which contains components such as accumulators, mercury switches, glass from CRT, capacitors contaminated with copper, lithium and other hazardous materials. It can be used to direct reuse, recycle, recover and disposal. E-waste is characterized from impaired physical damage, failure batteries charged, outdated and materially defect. From this, people wouldn't be able to tell you what items in your home or their offices are actually classified as e-waste. We are encouraged to separate our paper, plastic, metals and glass, but electronic waste has not been discussed. The fact stated that the households, commercials and institutions in Malaysia produced 653,000 metric tons of e-waste in 2006 and 688,000 metric tons in 2008. As technology advances and will build more and more devices, the number of obsolete electronics in need of disposal is growing as well. Electronic waste is piling up around the world at a rate of 40 million tons per year. The two major contributed countries are China, which produces 2.6 million tons, while the United States produces 3.3 million tons of e-waste in a year. From these data, only 6.9 million units of televisions are recycled, while the rest of 20 million units are disposed. For the computers, out of 205.5 million units, only 48.5 million units are recycled. Meanwhile, only 14.3 million out of 140.3 million units of cell phones are sent to be recycled. In the US, this is as little as 11 to 14%. The remainder is most often end up in landfills or incinerators, or more recently are exported to the developing countries. Let's say China. Guizhou, southeast China, hundreds of men and women scavenge through metals, glasses and plastics. Behind the barricade storefront, they melt computer chips of motherboards with mercury and heat from coal fires. The workers are forced to breathe the poisonous fumes which fill the air. Many of the migrants live and work in this bad condition. Every year, hundreds of thousands tons of toxic e-waste are illegally exported to China from America. This attitude contributes to a much bigger impacts on environment, economy and health to the public and also the workers at the recycling points. There is a high probability that items from e-waste shipments are used in counterfeit electronic components, which are in turn sold for use in consumer goods, aerospace systems, military applications, and sometimes in life-critical systems. Who else profits from this if not the organized criminal organizations for piracy? Not to mention the costs paid by the government related to loss of life and health services to treat injuries caused by dangerous fake products. When burned or landfilled, the e-waste affects nearly every system in the human body because they contain a plethora of toxic components including mercury, lead, cadmium, barium, and lithium. These toxins affect the birth defects, brain, other organs, and skeletal system damage. They will also significantly affect the nervous and reproductive systems of the human body.
Bagi dapat abang, next stage dia, apa yang abang tahu lah, next stage dia akan bawa ke mana?
Okey, next stage dia yang tu memang kita akan buang lah, scrap. Ataupun kalau yang guna tu biasanya yang guna tu kita akan buka, kita akan jual, kita akan offer pada lecturer, pada sastra, pada student dengan harga yang murah lah. Kalau ada sekolah yang nak, yang mohon, dia kita akan bagi. Kita akan bagi pada sekolah ke anak yatim.
Dihantar ke
Tempat-tempat
pengurusan sampah ke ataupun dihantar ke tempat-tempat recycling?
Kalau kat sini kan hantar dekat apa ni, sebab on Taikim tu ada satu tempat recycle ni kan, sedang hantar kat situ.
Old and broken electrical items may seem worthless, but in fact, they are full of valuable materials. Now, what actually happens to these electrical waste that we no longer want? Be it from households, offices, and recyclers, people now can send their e-waste of used phones, computers, and television sets to the recycling centers agreed by DOE, or just call to get them picked up, which are then taken to the processing plant. Or you can simply donate them to the needy ones. Charity! Recycling centers collect waste of electrical items, which are then taken to a processing plant, which these e-waste are shredded into small pieces and ready to be recycled. Strong magnets are used to remove ferrous metal, such as steel, while non-magnetic metals like aluminum parts are separated by using an eddy current. Different types of plastics are identified and can be sorted using density separation. Each raw materials are then sent to be made into something brand new. For instance, zinc found in mobile phones could be used in shipbuilding or for galvanizing railings or lampposts. Gold found in games consoles can be made into jewelry, and plastic from lawn mowers can be used in musical instruments. So remember, don't bin your waste electrical items. Take them down to your council recycling centers.